course, that means we're joined by Liz and Mike from 105.1 The Buzz. Good morning, you two.
Morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Yeah. So this is upsetting. Singer Bebe Rexha was sharing an update after she got hit in the face with a cell phone during her concert. Can you tell us a little bit about what happened and then the aftermath?
Yeah, so she was performing on Sunday night. She got hit in the face with a cell phone. She was quickly ushered off stage. They took her to the hospital. She updated us yesterday on Instagram with a picture, let us know that she's okay. She did have to get 3 stitches, but they've already arrested the person who threw the phone. They very quickly identified themselves. It's a 27-year-old gentleman from New Jersey who's now got multiple counts of assault, harassment, charges for all of that, attempted assault. And he gave a confession. And when it was asked, why did you throw a cell phone at Bebe Rexha? He said, quote, I was trying to see if I could hit her with the phone at the end of the show because it would be funny.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Well, I mean, he said it. There's proof. I hope it's pretty open and closed case to get
I hope
whatever.
there's consequences for his actions.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh my gosh.
And this is just a great reminder that there's only 3 good things that came out of New Jersey: Whitney Houston, Frank Sinatra, and John Bon Jovi, and that's it.
It's fair. Yep.
Okay, well, I'll stick with you on that one.
That's fun.
I have to wonder what goes through performers' heads these days. I mean, this is just the latest instance of someone being on stage and being attacked or being in a vulnerable position. I mean, gosh, that's got to be scary.
I would be terrified. And who thinks you're going to get hit by a phone? Like, you never think out of all the things that somebody will do that they'll sit there and be like, you know, it'd be hilarious. Let me see if I can just hit her in the head with, like, who does that?
I know, and with all the lights, she probably can't see anything.
You can't see, when you're on a stage like that, typically, you cannot see the crowd, maybe the first couple rows. But to have you know, a bunch of people, you can't see where stuff's coming from, and to feel like you're just kind of alone out there on the stage, oh gosh, my heart goes out to her. And the picture she shared, I mean, she's got a black eye, she's got stitches, she looks banged up.
So
well, and that's the other thing too, is like if a phone is not lit up, if it's in sleep mode, you're not even going to see the thing coming. I'm looking at my phone right now. It's completely black. Like you said, Emily, it's dark inside concert halls.
Yeah.
So it's not like this bright object is flying and you get the opportunity to duck and avoid it. It's just not going to happen.
I don't think I would be able to dodge a phone even if I was just walking down the street and someone tried to chuck it at me. But I think that's more to my my lack of ability to dodge and react than anything. But yeah, I just
hopefully this deters any future hooligans or criminals from just random assaults.
I know. I hope we don't get to a place where like live performances go away or are compromised or they're behind stuff. You know, that would be really unfortunate. But I don't know what you do. I wouldn't want to go on stage after that. So what can you do? Yeah. Hey, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's Spotify deal is kind of falling flat. Yeah, what happened here?
This tea is hot. I'm not even going to play on this. So I had seen where their Spotify deal, it fell apart. They said they mutually parted ways. It was supposed to be a multi-deal or a multi-year contract. It only lasted a little over a year. They put out 12 episodes of a podcast. And so it was like, maybe it just didn't work out, right? Well, this is where it gets very juicy. There's people alleging that in the podcast, Meghan Markle herself was not the one interviewing the people that were on, the guests, that they had a producer doing it, and then she would come in later, not like when the other guest was there, and they would just dub her voice in. And I think there's so many things there, because one, the reason people started looking into it is there was an author that was on the show who seemed really excited and posted to their Instagram how great it was to be included, and then what a great interviewer the producer was. And then when you listen to the interview, it's not the producer, it's Meghan. And so people started digging deeper into it, and like, I don't know, maybe Meghan Markle is just a really bad interviewer, and they were like, let's just have someone else ask the questions.
Wow.
Is that common? I feel like
no, I don't think so. I've never heard of that in anything other than there's some commercialized stuff that does ads and things, right? But you know, yeah.
If I'm gonna be perfectly honest, Liz and I have been approached about doing things like this before, but we didn't.
Right.
We said no.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yes.
There are some like commercial interview spots, right? Or if it's an ad set up in an interview format, sometimes that happens. I will say for the record, like being on a live news interview program, we don't do that.
Kind of hard to do that.
Not one bit. Things can sometimes be live to tape if we have to pre-record a segment. It might not be live at this very second, but But that, oh my gosh, especially for a podcast when it's like a sit-down interview kind of thing.
And that's the whole like hook, is that you want to hear Prince Harry and Meghan talking to these folks.
Oh my goodness.
Well,
Exactly.
So we all know interviewing is a lot harder than people assume it is, because you have to come up with questions and be inquisitive and in the moment, and you have to kind of follow wherever it goes.
Right.
And so if you're like Meghan Markle, who, you know, obviously I don't know, but she's an actress, maybe it doesn't keep going past the initial surface level. And so maybe she's just really bad, or maybe she just didn't want to do it, because let me make sure I get this correct.
I don't know, Liz, we're running up against the break. We're out of time, so we got to go. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks so much.